Hi guys, this is Matthew Finity from the Mill River Club, and today we're here to test out Wilson's latest version of the Pro Staff racket. Now it's got a lot of specs on it, so we're trying out the 6.1 95 18x20 331 version 14. Let's go and strike some balls. The Wilson Pro Staff Six.One 95 18x20 v14 has a massive unstrung weight of 333 grams, equaling 11.8 ounces. It has a swing weight of 325, putting the balance at a 12.4 inch mark, making it a substantial 9 points headlight on the standard 27 inch length. It has a constant beam of 21 millimeters, a medium stiffness RA of 64, and dense 18x20 string pattern. It is available in grip sizes a quarter, a half, and the stock grip is Wilson Pro Performance on the sleek glossy brown cosmetic.
There was a lot of debate of what to pair in terms of string for this racket. We decided to move forward with Head Lynx Tour 17 gauge in our favorite colorway of champagne. This softer copolyester 6-sided string added feel and control to complement what the frame already brings to the table. We strung it at 53 pounds so as to not be too tight with this racket.
When I think of Wilson, I think of Roger Federer. From the baseline, this racket gave a lot of stability, and especially stepping inside the baseline, I felt like I could generate power with ease. At the net, it gave me precision and accuracy. I would definitely recommend this racket for the serve and volleyer or aggressive baseliner.
This racket is a Pro Labs in Chicago release versus Wilson Global release. Although the same parent company, Wilson Pro Labs rackets are higher quality, tighter spec, smaller production quantity, and limited release for a more discerning tournament playing customer. You might expect this remake racket to have limited technology updates, but it actually boasts quite a bit of innovation. First is paradigm bending, which is a carbon fiber construction creating more flexibility in the shaft and hoop for that iconic Pro Staff feel. Second, these very fibers are double braided and arranged at a 45-degree angle, allowing it to, quote, as Wilson says, breathe on contact. Next is string mapping, where the strings are just not evenly spaced across the head size, but strategically spaced, dense at the sweet spot, and then open in other areas for enhanced feel. Finally is the ergonomic butt cap, which is appearing on all Wilson rackets. This rounded shape allows you to hold the racket as low as you want with proper connection to the palm of your hand.
So cosmetically, this racket was designed by Wilson and Federer, combining a great brown color with a glossy finish. Not really my cup of tea, but I'm sure a lot of people would like this design. It's kind of cool how it will switch colors as well. So this particular racket has actually not existed for 10 years. It's based on an Encode model, and what Wilson did, they brought it back due to the popular demand of the racket.
For my net game, I really felt that the Wilson racket absorbed pace really well. Even when my opponent was firing the ball at me, I still managed to control it and absorb the pace well. I would recommend this racket to any performance player or college doubles tennis player who's looking to volley a lot. Due to this racket being manufactured by Roger Federer, it definitely complements the aggressive baseliner player. I really did feel I could step inside the baseline and shorten points. I also as well thought that serve and volley assisted very well with this racket. As far as the demographic goes, I would target this to a high-level player, someone to take the baseline away from their opponent and really step inside the court.
This racket had tough scores in our Solow Sports review, as it is incredibly demanding frame pertaining to a small demographic of players, and definitely no juniors. You almost never find small 95 square inch heads, club-like mighty weight, or super dense patterns, but this racket has all three. The ideal player is someone with classic strokes, impeccable timing, brute strength, one or two-handed backhands, and a game style that finishes points quickly. There are almost no rackets similar, but the closest competitors would be the Babolat Pure Strike 97, Dunlop CX200 Tour 18x20, and the Head Prestige Classic. The racket is sold almost exclusively only at wilson.com, but if you want the classic setup, it's definitely worth giving this racket a test drive.
That's all from the Mill River Club. Be sure to check out our future videos. Please hit the subscribe button.